guys, how are you? Good morning. Oh my god, it's freezing cold here. What's the thing? It's actually 0 degrees. It's so cold, and honestly, I'm just in my cozy mode now. So pardon my appearance. This is the warmest I want to be at the moment, and I want to share this information with you. Peradventure, some of you might have heard about it, or maybe you thought it was a rumor, but it is actually an update. All right, so for those interested in migrating to the UK, a lot of people have been asking for opportunities here and there. So I bring to you today this great news from the United Kingdom about opportunity for teachers. Wow. Yeah, so it's not just about nurses. So, in this channel, I talk about, overseas migration, nurses, healthcare workers, mentorship, and so much about career development and, of course, lifestyle. So, this information is specifically for teachers. So if you are, teachers that are qualified outside the UK, there's an opportunity for you come 2023, I suppose. So I'm going to share the main link in the description so you can check. But just to give you a lowdown of the information, I don't want this to pass. Like I promised, once I get any information, I'll just put it out there. Again, I want to say, if you are just joining this for the first time, please subscribe, like this video, make a comment, send your request. You can as well share to people that you think might benefit from this. So this is an information publication from the UK government that says teach in England if you qualified outside the UK. And this is updated on the 1st of December 2022. Okay, again, just a quick disclaimer there. I am not an agency. I'm not an immigration agent or recruitment agent. So this is just a free information that is also available online. I'm just bringing to you for quick, updates. So this guidance that I want to talk about is for non-UK citizens who qualified as teachers outside the UK. So meaning that to teach in Ireland, you will need to have, of course, the correct visa or status. You need to have the right teaching skills and experience you can demonstrate to an employer. You need to pass their criminal and professional safeguarding checks. So this is always organized by the employer. To have the correct visa or status, so there are 3 categories. So number 1, if you're already living in the UK, so for those that already have the right to work in the UK, or maybe you are settled or you have a settled or pre-settled status under the EU settlement scheme, or you have an indefinite leave to remain in the UK, so you already have a correct visa. The other one is if you have a job offer that allow you to apply for a skilled worker visa, then that is a correct visa status as well, or you are eligible for another type of visa. Now, they have said that the Irish citizens do not need a visa to work or live in the UK. So if you have the teaching qualification, if you are an Irish citizen, you can as well, take the job or take this particular route. So it is also helpful that if you have a teaching qualification, that means it can be from your own country, if you for a non-UK country. Or the other thing is the English qualified teacher status that they have stated, the QTS. So to apply for the QTS, it's called the qualified teacher status. You need to enroll it with a program. So I'll drop the link as well. So it says that teachers who qualified outside the UK can work in English schools for up to 4 years without QTS. So even if you don't have that QTS, you can still work. But during the process, you will be able to obtain the QTS. So obtaining QTS, actually, they said, makes it easier for you to find job and to develop a career as a teacher. But that does not stop you, from getting an employer or from working as a teacher. So how do you apply for the QTS? I'll drop the link as well. So depending on where you qualified as a teacher, you can apply for the QTS. And now let's talk about check if you apply from EU, for those from EU settlement scheme. So this guidance says that if you are from an European Economic Area or Switzerland, you might be able to apply for the EU settlement scheme to continue living, working, and studying in the UK without applying for a visa. Okay, so that's about that. Now, how do you search for job? Remember, we talked about that you need an employer for this. So, how do you search for job, teaching job, and apply for a skilled worker visa? So the main route, visa route for non-UK teachers in Ireland is the skilled worker visa. But to apply for a skilled worker visa, you first need to search for a teaching job in England. So, and just to say that when I say England, this particular guidance applies to Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. So as it applies to England. Um, so I was talking about how you can apply to work as a teacher. So speaking about that, there is what they call the teacher vacancy services that you can use to search for available teaching roles. So I'll send the link there now, and then you can check yourself. Please do diligently to check. I'm very sure that someone or few people will get this opportunity. But again, they said before you apply for a teaching job, you must contact the school to make sure it is a home office license sponsor. That means this is not all the schools. So, but again, if the school is a sponsor, it can help you apply for a visa. Schools can also become a sponsor to employees. So if the schools are really, keen on getting you, they can, apply to become sponsors so that they can employ you. So really check, the home office license sponsors to see that is this school a home office license sponsor. So you'll be able to apply for your skilled worker visa if you have a job offer from a school that is a licensed home office sponsor. If you can read, you can speak and write and understand English. So I'm not sure what this means, if they require English language proficiency, or maybe let me just check this. Maybe you might need to show proof that your first language is English. So talking about the knowledge of English, you must be able to prove that your knowledge of English it's sufficient. So using the required level of English, they use you're having a GCSE, A-level, Scottish national qualification, having a degree level academic qualification that was taught in English. So that means if you can apply for the NARIC, that is to convert your qualification, your degree qualification, to the required standard. So this is just to confirm that your qualification is equivalent to the UK bachelor's degree, master's degree, or PhD. So in that sense, you don't need IELTS or English language qualification. So there are countries that does not need to prove their English language qualification, I'm sure you know. But if you are from, other countries like that you need to prove. I think Nigeria is still part of the list. Some African countries as well. So you can use your degree, as conversion, so to say. So I think that's a good news. So you don't have to wait for IELTS and all that. Now, they said if you're a doctor, dentist, nurse, midwife, or vet, you do not need to prove your knowledge of English if you have already passed an English language assessment that is acceptable by the relevant regulated professional body. So this is just by the way. Now, just to talk about the teachers vacancy services again. So if you click on that link, it says find a job in teaching or education. You'll be able to search for job in teaching. You'll be able to search for job in school leadership, education support, or maybe the social educational needs and disabilities. So this is a very wide range, and I hope that somebody gets this. So what other thing do I want to share here? So please try this out. You can be very lucky. We don't know, this could be your lucky way to get out if you are so keen on traveling out. Jackpine. All right, again, it's your girl Line Karamu. I promise to make this short because I have to do something else now, but I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. So do due diligence, click on the links, and check it out yourself, and God bless you.
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out.